proven yourself worthy. Access your full potential.
We can transform now!
On 3, 1. Oh, okay, wheels! I need wheels!
We've got these powers for a reason. Let's use them.
Knife hands? I have knife hands!
I can see that.
Transformers 1 premieres Saturday, March 8th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
This is the toughest industry in the world. It's a lot of money. It's an addiction. Watch out, watch out! Welcome to hell, boys. This is it. This is the most dangerous job in the bush.
I was there when we notified the family.
There is a chance that we might not come home.
The Last Woodsman, tonight, 7:30 on Discovery.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and thanks for joining us for Sunday's news. I'm Rex Litter. In this edition, no shortage of antiretroviral medicine in PNG, police presence boosted in Southern Highlands province, and corporates brace for the challenge. Minister for Health and MP for Pomio Elias Kapavore has called on Papua New Guineans to take precautionary measures against HIV. Kapavore made this call after clarifying the misrepresented information on the recent announcement by US on the cancellation of US aid and antiretroviral medication.
Minister for Health Elias Kapavore clarified that all drugs and reagents are purchased by the government of Papua New Guinea through UNICEF, while the Global Fund supports PNG with operational funds and a few commodities through the principal recipient, World Vision. Kapavore made this clarification after misinformation on the cancellation of U.S. aid after pulling out of the World Health Organization. He said PNG will not experience any shortage of ART as we receive the commodity funds in March, but the slow approval and check clearance process of the central bank is slowing down the circulation. However, Kapavore said despite the circulation, all people in the country must always take precautionary measures against HIV. He said the cumulative total has gone past 72,000 with 6,500 new HIV cases a year. Furthermore, he explained that 44,000 are on ART and PNG cannot afford to increase this number, so all sexually active people must be sexually responsible, that is, keep sex within marriage, abstain from sex, and wear a condom if they cannot control themselves. Freddie Mo, TV1 News.
Papua New Guineans have been urged to uphold the rule of law, warning that no amount of justification can validate criminal acts. Prime Minister James Marape condemned recent incidents of violence, distraction and illegal roadblocks, stressing that these actions not only endanger lives but also undermine the country's economic and social stability.
There is no justification for breaking one law in an attempt to seek justice for another crime. Lawlessness does not solve problems, it only deepens them. Prime Minister James Marape made these remarks when highlighting a recent case in Tari, where police, with the support of the local community, successfully arrested a suspect involved in the killing of a police officer. The perpetrator is now behind bars and the legal process is underway. Marape said that is the correct course of action, justice through the law, not through retaliatory violence. The Prime Minister further condemned those who use criminal behavior as a means of drawing attention to grievances, as no excuse and no justification can validate committing another crime to protest an existing one. He added that resorting to violence, destruction and intimidation does not solve problems but creates more victims. Marape condemned destruction and disorder along the island's highway, warning that such actions jeopardize the very livelihoods of the people involved. PM Marape said the government has invested over 2 billion kina into upgrading the island's highway, which is a national asset crucial for economic activities such as agriculture, small businesses, trade and tourism. He says blocking roads, setting vehicles alight, and destroying property is reckless and self-defeating. Freddie Mo, TV1 News.
A biggest police reservist pass-out ceremony was hosted in Mendi, Southern Highlands Province recently. Over 300 police reservists have been trained and are ready to assist in policing duties. The reservist program is in partnership between Southern Highlands Provincial Administration and the Royal PNG Constabulary.
This is the first ever major reservist training undertaken in the province and the community in partnership with the Department of Police. The focus of the recruitment and training is aimed at beefing up police manpower in the province due to the shortage of regular police personnel to address prevalent law and order issues in communities effectively, under the mission to build a safer, more secure and resilient community in Mendi, Southern Highlands, through dedicated law enforcement, integrity and community policing. About 351 reservists have been trained and ready for the field. Southern Highlands Governor William Powie said about 3 million was funded to support reservist training.
For Southern Highlands, this is a great day because this is the first in this country. If government authority and governance and authority will not take back, this country is gone. With the police, because law and order is a constitutional function. And function to man want them uniform to do the arrest and policing.
Powie said the reservists will be put on the payroll and will be supported with vehicles and other necessities that are needed to do work on the ground.
351 we said it pass out now. First time Assurance Commissioner, now Police Department, Southern Highlands Provincial Government, but put him on the payroll. Now we let you train him discipline, we said look him all. Now you let kiss him all long, come out feminine police long regular, we let him, you kiss him the discipline. Carry that from these people here. You will not go kiss him, nothing long can happen.
Southern Islands Provincial Police Commander Ipenis Nili said these reservists were recruited on merit and had undergone intensive training that qualified them to serve the people of Southern Islands Province.
351 of steady people are here. They are not only from Manu. They are from all the 5 districts. They have been recruited on merit. No nepotism, no nothing. They go through all the formal process to capture this task, and now they are graduating on a high note to serve the community in West.
Nili said this reservist will work with the community to apprehend offenders who committed crimes at the community level. Assistant Commissioner of Police for Crimes, Hodges Ette, thanked the reservist for taking on the challenge to serve their people. Ette encouraged them to serve with dignity and pride as officers of the force.
People of South Islands and Papua New Guinea with dedication and service. What is the walking round?
Meanwhile, reservist Dixon Pambe thanked the Southern Highlands Province administration for facilitating the program, which signifies the value police have in the community. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
Meanwhile, Imbongu MP and Minister for Justice Pilar Niningi encouraged the reservists to apply ethical conduct in their line of duty. Mandi MP Raphael Tonpi also called on the community to respect the police reservists, adhere to their command, and ensure they are well looked after when on duty.
Today you join in the ocean, fight law and order. No getting to the money. No getting to the wanto. Kaga and this is a uniform waiting. All man the street. All men of crossing your regular police or reservists. All by parade. Please happen in this land. Starting today, you must respect them all. You respect the policeman. You respect the law. All mama by Siran good. All Pirini by go to school. All housing by Staborite. Plus playing by Staborite.
This is TV1 News. Stay tuned for more stories after the break.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
We are the people, connected to our land and sea. Timeless and enduring, it has served past generations, sustains us today, and will support those of tomorrow, a testament to human ingenuity. It can be shaped into limitless forms. It reflects our humanity, strong yet vulnerable. It teaches us to endure challenges, to fulfill our purpose. Past technologies inspire us to look inward for creativity and sustainable solutions for the future. It brings families together, fostering moments of connection over shared meals. Known and cherished worldwide, the clay pot is a universal symbol of life, resilience, and connection.
Welcome back. The Korobale-Kopiagwa District Development Authority recently presented 1 million kina to the Department for Community Development and Religion to establish a vital district community development center in the district. Local MP William Bandos said the funding will enable the Korobale-Kopiagwa District Development Authority to build a modern two-story building. The center will serve as a hub for addressing critical issues such as law and order, family and sexual violence, community development, and small business support. It will house over 50 workstations, conferences, facilities, and a crucial transit loads for survivors of gender-based violence and socially related violence. The Mandi Provincial Government Lodge, known as Muruk Lodge, was officially reopened last week after undergoing a year of renovation. The provincial government says the lodge is an important infrastructure that will generate income for the people of Southern Highlands Province. Also, it highlights that the lodge will provide job opportunities for locals.
The Southern Highlands Provincial Government has issued 10 million kina to the local company Kemele Construction to renovate the lodge. After 1 year of renovation, the lodge was reopened on Thursday, February 27th. According to Kemele Construction's Managing Director, Fairman Joseph, about 20 contractors and 5 local subcontractors renovate the facility. It took them about 1 year to complete the project. The lodge contains 26 rooms and will be managed by the lodge management under the supervision of the provincial government. About 50 people will be employed to manage the facility.
You know, planting money in the Noga book, not nothing, not by work, now, or by saving for family blood, now by bringing Cassicam Zeta, more money come look, Mendi or Kamiko Tari or Laga Moklo Mendi, or by sleepless lot, and all by Karimani, give me blood. Give more land, no market land, give him more land, no store. So, I'm a significant project.
Joseph thanked Governor Powie and the members of Southern Highlands Province for supporting this project, as it is one of the important infrastructures that will generate income for the people of Southern Highlands Province and Papua New Guinea. In response, Governor Powie said the reopening of the facility opened doors for job opportunities, economic revenue, and SME opportunities for the locals.
Run-down facility, but first of its kind to give confidence to many. And by employing more security, and by employing more cook, and by employing more workman, many.
Powie said the initial plan of renovating the lodge is part of the preparation for the PNG Games in September. It will accommodate the athletes and their officials.
Water capacity, power capacity, accommodation capacity.
Powie added that other infrastructure projects that are underway in the province are the renovation of the Hoirarep and Muruk stadiums and the sealing of town roads. Tracy Pa, TV1 News.
And to overseas news, one of the most common forms of illnesses for those under the age of 40 is brain cancer. It's also the most challenging to treat, leading to many charities lobbying for specialized nurses to help those undergoing treatment. ABC reports.
Matt Stonham was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2015.
I was losing the use of the right-hand side of my body intermittently, and then I've had a seizure and collapse.
He's been supported by privately funded nurse care coordinators. There are only 20 of these nurses in Australia who solely focus on helping brain cancer patients navigate a complex treatment path.
They always message and say, hey, don't forget your appointment here or your appointment there.
Brain cancer kills more children than any other disease in Australia and more adults aged under 40 than any other cancer. A study in New South Wales found it cost less to treat brain cancer patients who had the help of a nurse coordinator.
The amount of hospital presentations and the overall length of stay was significantly reduced for people who had a brain care coordinator.
12 cancers have been allocated $32 million in federal funding for specific nurse coordinator programs. Of this, the charity Rare Cancers Australia will receive $4.4 million to include the Brain Cancer Nurse Coordinator program. Brain cancer charities are upset they were not separately funded to run their own program.
It is not appropriate or realistic to assign funding to another organisation that doesn't have the understanding or resources to implement the solution.
The department went through a process to ensure that some of the specialist tumour organisations were still able to provide some of that tumour-specific advice.
Rare Cancers Australia says it remains committed to ensuring everyone with rare cancer gets a dedicated cancer navigator as early as possible. Matt is grateful for his cancer coordinators and is in training for a 150-kilometre charity walk from Sydney to Newcastle to raise money for other survivors.
It's just a good thing to do to show support for these people who have been to hell and back.
Hoping for a brighter future for himself and others.
As governments have increased their responses to family and domestic violence, much of the focus has been on supporting victim survivors through times of crisis. But there are growing calls for more investment in changing perpetrators' behaviour in a bid to avoid situations reaching crisis point.
When Lucy secured a family violence restraining order against her abusive ex-partner, she hoped it would put an end to living in fear. But like many victim survivors, she says her ex was found guilty of breaching the order 18 times in less than a year. We've changed her name to protect her identity.
It was like he got in a cycle of really bad behaviour and didn't know how to get out of it. And had he had support, maybe that wouldn't have happened.
Lucy now works for Community Legal WA, and one of its members, Sussex Street Community Law Centre, is trying to provide that support. That includes a hotline offering people served with an FVRO free legal advice. Lawyers like Michael also provide free representation in court. He says his job often involves educating perpetrators about what family violence is.
So there is accountability of their behaviours. And if there's no accountability, then we're not going to see a reduction in family violence.
Representing perpetrators in a form of mediation in the Perth Magistrates Court is often where they see the biggest impact, though. Principal Solicitor Johanna Wanaden says the vast majority of those matters are resolved without going to trial, and the breach rates are 10 times lower.
Because instead of feeling like it's something that's forced on them by a court, there is ownership of the participation in the process.
It's the kind of work stopping family violence the peak body for perpetrator-focused responses in WA wants to see more of, arguing criminalising abuse isn't enough.
We might be able to stop them using violence against their current partner or their current family, but unless we actually do something about their behaviours, unless we do something about behaviour change, then it still leaves them open to abuse down the track.
We asked Labor and the Liberals if their election commitments included perpetrator-focused programs. Labor highlighted its investments while in government but didn't point out any new funding for perpetrator-focused efforts. The Liberals say they'll double funding for a school-based education program.
You're watching TVWAN News. We'll be back with sports stories after the break. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Tune into Scope tonight at 7 on TVWAN. In this episode, Lavangai family struggled for normalcy amidst disorder,
Miss Papua New Guinea's Sarong,
and the road to Miss Pacific Islands, May Asola's journey pays tribute to Papua New Guinea, its culture, and the legacy of her people. Watch these stories on Scope tonight at 7 on TVWAN.
We are not just a hospital player, as many people like to think. We are actually a healthcare ecosystem player worldwide.
On the next Managing Asia, Dr. Prem Kumanaya, Group CEO of IHH Healthcare.
The biggest growth for IHH for the next 5 years is going to come from brownfield expansion.
Patients, doctors, who's harder to manage? Don't miss the next episode of Managing Asia.
Welcome back. In sports, corporate volleyball season 6 is back, with more than 50 corporate teams converged to the Tauranga Aquatic Centre to kickstart the season trial today. Turn-up was slow at the start, but with presence of teams picked up throughout the day, this season has been an increase in the number of teams. Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition Season 6 returned to the courts today at the Tauranga Aquatic Centre with pre-season trial games. The competition had a slow start on the first day, but is expected to pick up the momentum next weekend in the second weekend of the pre-season games before the season proper kicks in. Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Competition Vice President Henry Aika expressed excitement to see the competition return and anticipate a big season.
69 for this weekend and 72 and 18 games for next weekend. So we might take part on Saturday games as well. And it's very big for this year. I'm very excited. I'm very happy because we have new corporate companies joining for corporate volleyball.
Aika added that corporate teams have shown so much interest in the competition. This is reflected in the number of new teams joining this season, with over 10 new corporate teams coming in.
So far, we have new teams like came in this year. We have Stanley Hotel, Ford, ABT, and Elegance, Orbit, TBA, MLDC, and we have PNG AIC. We got around 20 new corporate companies joining this year, total of 69 corporate companies, and there's a lot for this year.
Aika said 60 teams registered for the pre-season have been pulled in their respective divisions, the best team making the Premier Division.
We have to separate some teams because when we put everybody together in one pool, some teams are not strong, some teams are strong, so that's why this year we put them in divisions. But the Premier League is the top teams. So we will see the top 8 will come out. Who's the best team in the Premier League?
Ike further said the competition will be run in a new format and it will be a 45-minute game with the team leading at the 45th minute to be given the win. The preseason is aimed at preparing the corporate teams for the season proper that kicks off March 16. The 2025 NRL season kicked off today in Las Vegas, USA. Canberra Raiders got the first win to their name before the reigning champions Penrith Panthers played Cronulla Sharks. The NRL season opener also included a Super League match between Warrington Wolves and Wigan Warriors. Ricky Stewart's Canberra Raiders started their 2025 NRL campaign by thrashing the New Zealand Warriors 30 points to 8 in a capacity crowd at the Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. Raiders centre Sebastian Kris crossed the line first to register the first point of the 2025 NRL season. The Raiders never looked back after that try and went on to pile more points against the New Zealand Warriors.
Strange, it's not an even line of defence, it's a try! It's Xavier Savage, and the Raiders score this!
The Warriors put their best foot forward, led by the new recruit James Fisher-Harris, but it was not their day as Raiders came off with the 2 points in the end. The Green Machine marched home with the 2 NRL points in their pocket.
They have come here with a mission, and they have run over the Warriors.
In the earlier game, defending Super League champions Wigan Warriors outmuscled Warrington Wolves 48 points to 24. The Wigan Warriors started the game on the high note, leading at half-time and went on to end the match with the win. This was the first ever Super League game to be played on American soil. This was also the first time the Super League and Australia's NRL hosted a joint competition game at the same venue. The final match of the Vegas Games witnessed Penrith Panthers and Cronulla Sharks. The Super League continues its round 4 games next week and NRL with round 1 back in Australia. And now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern Port Moresby, partly sunny to cloudy with evening chances of rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alatau, cloudy periods with evening showers, rain drizzles and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, cloudy periods with evening showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Ley, partly sunny to cloudy periods with evening showers, rain drizzles. Wewak, cloudy with occasional afternoon showers, rain drizzles and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Kavieng, partly cloudy with brief evening showers, drizzles. Kokopo Rabaul, partly cloudy with evening rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Islands, Goroka, Banz and Kundiawa, cloudy periods with evening rain showers and thunderstorms. Mandi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with frequent evening rain showers, drizzles and thunderstorms. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.